It's your boy JC, and we back with another episode of Anywho Pod, bro. Episode like 38 or something like that. We here, bro, with another one, bro, and we live, bro. Like this live, like the trade deadline is super live, bro. I thought it was gonna be dead. Remember we was talking about it, bro? We was talking about it last week, bro. I'm like, it's gonna be dead, bro. A lot of these teams gotta make extra moves. A lot of these teams in the apron spot, so a lot of people can't even do. You mean all that type of situation? You feel me? So I thought it was dead. I thought it was gonna be dead, but it was not dead, bro. We got a lot going on, man. It's like been 3 trades that happened in like a couple minutes, bro, all within each other, bro, all today. And we not even at the end of the trade deadline, bro. Can you believe that, bro? Trade deadline ends on Thursday. But before we get into the trades and all the things that happened like that, we gotta talk about Paul George, bro, because Paul George got suspended. Paul George has been suspended for 25 games for a banned substance, for taking a banned substance. You feel what I'm saying? So he put out a statement. I'm gonna paraphrase it, pretty much saying, matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up. But he pretty much was saying that he's been going through mental health problems. You know, he has definitely talked about it on his podcast and other places and other platforms. He's definitely touched on mental health issues. So he said he took something on his own for mental health issues and everything like that, and it wasn't in regulation with the NBA. So my man got suspended for 25 games. All right, I think I got his statement right here. Steven Ederman. Over the past few years, I've discussed the importance of mental health, and in the course of recently seeking treatment for an issue of my own, I made the mistake of taking an improper medication. I take full responsibility for my. Oh, hold on, show more. Damn, I gotta go to the whole platform and see the whole tweet. I apologize. I take full responsibility for my actions and apologize to the Sixers organization, my teammates, and the Philly fans for my poor decision making during this process. Trust process, right? I am focused. My fault. That was supposed to be. I'm focused on using this time to make sure that my mind and body are in the best condition to help the team when I return. So my man Paul George, he got suspended. First and foremost, bro. Hopefully he's okay. You feel what I'm saying? When I first heard the news, I was upset. But I also had to, reel it in a little bit because he's talking about mental health, and mental health is important. So hopefully my man Paul George is okay. All jokes aside, hopefully he okay. Now, back to the news about the Sixers, how this relates to the Sixers. Damn, Gina. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, I feel like the Sixers can never catch a break, bro. We can never catch a break. Every time something going well, bro, it's not even an injury this time. This time it's a suspension. Like, damn. Paul George is probably one of the best. He's the best defender. One of the best defenders, if not the best defender on the team right now, especially on that perimeter. Maxey's short, you feel what I'm saying? VJ Edgecombe, rookie, he bag of chips right now. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, the defense on the perimeter right now for the 76ers is a problem. It's always been a problem since this process has started. You feel what I'm saying? We cool with Embiid, we cool with the backcourt, but that front court right there, you feel what I'm saying? I'm sorry. The front court be cool, but that backcourt, bro, I'm telling you, that backcourt be a little weak, bro. I'm telling you. Like Trae Young lights us up every time. You feel what I'm saying? So Paul George being on the wings was cool. Kelly Oubre, injury issues, he's been in and out. You feel what I'm saying? He just getting back to full health a little bit. So having Paul George suspended for 25 games hurts the defense a little bit. We should be cool on offense, but the defense, you feel what I'm saying? It's just like, damn, my man hit 9 straight threes, and now we investigating and everything like that. Damn. You feel what I'm saying? Mind y'all business. You feel what I'm saying? Why are you investigating my mans? But that's Paul George. You feel what I'm saying? Sixers can't catch a break. But let's see how we do. You feel what I'm saying? We in that like 5th, 6th spot right now in the standings. We don't really need this right now. You feel what I'm saying? We need some W's, and Paul George would help. But let's see if we can sustain, because Joel Embiid been playing like an all-star lately. You feel me? Maxey's playing on an MVP level. Shout out to him for an all-star starter. You feel what I'm saying? And we might have to talk about the all-stars, man. We might have to leave it for later in the week because we got a lot to talk about with these trades, bro. Let's talk about these trades, bro. There's a lot been going on. Jaren Jackson Jr. See ya. He's out of here. They done traded him to the Utah Jazz. First and foremost, that's nasty work. You don't trade me to the Jazz. But at the same time, even though it's Utah, it's cool though, because Utah actually got a nice little team over there. Now that you add Jaren Jackson Jr. over there, you got Kelsey Walker over there, you got why can't I remember the shooting bull? Larry Marketing. You got Marketing over there. You feel what I'm saying? And then you got Ace Bailey over there. You add Jaren Jackson Jr. over there. We got a nice little core. Plus, we got all the bigs up there. I think they all like, they all over 6'11", they all over 6'11". You feel what I'm saying? They all over 6'11". So you got a strong front court. I'm sorry. You got a strong front court. You feel what I'm saying? And the defense where there should be solid when they grow. When they grow into their rules. You feel what I'm saying? Because like you think about Jokic, you think about Rudy Gobert. You feel what I'm saying? You got some tough guys on down there. I mean, I'm not DeAndre Ayton. You're not really worried about him. AD hurt. You feel me? You're not really worried about him. But you got some tough bigs in the West. You feel what I'm saying? You definitely got some tough bigs in the West. Even like KD. You feel what I'm saying? And that mid-range too. You got some mid-range monsters in the West right there. You feel what I'm saying? With those guys right there, they're gonna have a solid defense. You feel what I'm saying? Ace Bailey, we want to see how Ace Bailey grow. Ace Bailey can be a KD. You feel what I'm saying? If Ace Bailey really grow into a KD and he got these guys rocking behind him, the defense should be solid. And then you got a bona fide number one. You feel me? They might be dangerous. Now they gotta fill out the bench. You feel me? They gotta fill out the bench. So the Jazz acquired Jaren Jackson Jr. You feel what I'm saying? That's a cool joint right there. Memphis gives back a huge haul of assets, and this puts them right next to OKC, if not mistaken, with the amount of draft capital that they have. They have 17 picks throughout the next 7 years. You feel what I'm saying? So they're in a full rebuild mode. You feel what I'm saying? They in a full rebuild mode. They got Walton Clayton Jr. If you remember him from last year in college, I think he won the Natty. You feel what I'm saying? I think he won a national tournament in college. If not, they went far. You feel what I'm saying? He was nice. He was a bucket. He was the reason that Florida went far. He played for Florida. I know that much. I don't watch much college basketball. I'm not gonna lie. I hate college basketball. But he was a bucket. He definitely was a bucket. I like seeing him play. You feel me? So this is cool, bro. I'm telling you, Utah is definitely making a move. It's good to see Utah make a move, bro, because they've been ass for like 4 years. You feel me? Ever since Donovan Mitchell left, they've been in shambles. You feel what I'm saying? But they was in their trust the process mode right now. They got the Ace Bailey. They should be excited now. Now they went ahead and got Jaren Jackson Jr. This is something that you should be excited for if you're a Utah fan, because you're like, damn, we finally making moves. We finally see what's with the light at the end of the tunnel. You feel what I'm saying? We finally see where we're going. I like it, bro. I do like it, bro. I like when teams actually do what they say they're going to do. I don't like when teams promise fans that they're going to rebuild the team and never rebuild the team. You feel what I'm saying? I don't like stuff like that. I'm from Philadelphia, bro. We went through it in the 2000s with stuff like that. I hated it. You feel what I'm saying? I hated it. And I don't wish that for any franchise, even Utah. Even though it's cold, I would never want to be in Utah. You feel me? So what does this mean for my man Ja Morant, bro? Because we've been talking about Ja Morant for the last couple of weeks. You feel me? I've been keeping up with Ja Morant and everything that's going on with him. And I think this definitely means he's going to be traded. It would be nice, you feel me, if we was like, oh, man, my man Ja Morant, they're going to rebuild around Ja Morant. They're going to try this again around. That's not what's going to happen. I think they're turning the page on the whole Ja Morant led core in Memphis. So now Ja Morant is probably definitely going to be traded. We'll see where he goes, bro. Shams has reported that there has been more interest in him besides just like Miami or like the Timberwolves or something like that. And we're going to talk about the Timberwolves right after this. But Ja Morant is on the block. You feel what I'm saying? He's going to have to be with a team that is going to have a nice big, bro, and some shooting around him, because you know that man can't shoot. You feel me? So since he can't shoot, he's going to need some shooting around him. He's going to need a big to be able to rim run and probably catch like a Capella type player. You feel what I'm saying? So when he runs the rim, somebody else can run with him. He can just throw the lob when the defense collapse on him. You feel what I'm saying? And we're gonna see how he can get shifty. You feel me? He's been dealing with injuries. I would like to see him come back. I want to see what he look like when he come back, because it's been a rough year for him. You feel what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens if he gets traded by Thursday. You feel me? Because Thursday is a trade deadline. We'll see if he gets traded by Thursday. Next, trade number 2, bro. The Bulls, Pistons, and the Timberwolves. Now, this one right here is an interesting one, because this one right here is going to lead to some other things that's going on in the NBA. You feel me? So the Bulls receive Jaden Ivey and Michael Conley Jr. You feel me? They take on Michael Conley Jr.'s contract. You feel me? Timberwolves get up off that. You feel me? Vucci Man. You feel me? The one that was cooking the Sixers earlier in the year. You feel me? He goes over there to the where he go? Oh, my man Vucci Man goes to the Bulls. You feel me? He went to the Bulls. But that's later. He not even in this one. Damn, they did 2 trades. My fault, y'all. My fault, y'all. I'm all over the place. There's been a lot going on. So the Bulls, they received Jaden Ivey and Michael Conley Jr. Jaden Ivey is a star. You feel what I'm saying? I like Jaden Ivey. They already have Cade Cunningham over there in Detroit. So Jaden Ivey, you feel me? He was playing in the like off that bench on that secondary playmaker option right there. This way he can go over there and he can probably be the primary offensive guy. They slide get to that number 2, which he is a number 2, number 3 option. He really a number 3 option / role player for real. So we'll see how they adjust to that. And then we talking about Kobe White. You feel what I'm saying? Kobe White probably don't fit in there. So we'll see what's going on with Kobe White. Kobe White might be traded by the trade deadline as well. You feel what I'm saying? Chicago is making moves, bro. And who knows, bro? Chicago may be once again trying to get back to the D Rose era. You feel what I'm saying? D Rose just been getting his flowers. He opened a flower shop. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe they've been inspired, you feel me, to bring winning back to Chicago. Maybe winning can come back to Chicago. That'd be nice. You feel what I'm saying? That'd be nice. Y'all ain't been nice since Jordan. Let's keep it a bean. Y'all ain't have a shot since Jordan. Because I know the D Rose era, he came and it was fire. You feel what I'm saying? But y'all Bulls fans, y'all remember the D Rose era a lot fonder than what it really was. You feel what I'm saying? I have a cousin, you feel what I'm saying? We was talking about it before, and he was like, yeah, Joakim Noah was like the best center in the league. And I was like, whoa. But that's what you Bull fans did. I remember I was there. I was on Facebook. I was there, bro. It was going crazy on Facebook, bro. You feel what I'm saying? They loved him. But the Pistons received Kevin Huerter. You feel what I'm saying? They got Sark, but Sark is just for cap space. They just filled out the cap space right there. But getting Kevin Huerter, bro, now that's serious right there. Now the Pistons already number 1 in the East, and they already the favorites in my opinion in the East. I don't really think nobody can really mess with him. You feel what I'm saying? We'll see what's going on with Boston because Boston got the best shot because Boston's Boston. You feel what I'm saying? I hate them, but Boston's Boston. You feel me? So Boston the only one that got the best shot at them. You feel what I'm saying? The Knicks over there, they floating. You feel me? The Knicks over there floating. If they can land Giannis, you feel me? We'll see what's cracking. You feel me? But Cade Cunningham is here. Jalen Duren just became an all-star. I told you he was going to be an all-star too. That's why you got to tap into the show. I've been told you Jalen Duren was going to be an all-star. I called it months ago, and I got a short, so go check it out. I got a short already calling it. You feel me? You can check it out. You feel me? But I called it. He an all-star. Cade Cunningham's an all-star. You feel what I'm saying? They got a nice shooter and Duncan Robinson over there. Now you add Kevin Huerter. You got 2 shooters on the wing. You got Cade Cunningham and you got Baby Stoudemire. What are we really talking about? What are we really talking about, bro? I'm talking about they're going to be really dangerous, bro. They really going to be dangerous, bro. I'm talking like this is going to be serious, bro. Cade Cunningham with that many options, bro. Because y'all may not know, bro, but Cade Cunningham is really one of them. He just got a signature shoe. I'm telling you, bro. He really one of them, bro. He really is. He's nice, bro. Boy, nice. I'm not gonna lie. Boy is nice. You feel me? Now the Wolves on this end, they then got rid of Michael Conley. Get rid of him. You feel what I'm saying? Thank God. Now, what I was just looking at, because it's 2 options right here. What I was just looking at with them, because mind you, they just got smoked by the Grizzlies last night. It shouldn't have happened. And because John Morant wasn't even playing. You feel me? Jaren Jackson was playing. He was about to get traded. So it's crazy. But they got smoked. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, damn, why y'all get smoked? No John Morant, you feel me? Y'all getting smoked, you feel what I'm saying? With y'all players, what's going on with them? They don't have no bench. They got Nas Reed, and that's it. OG Mike Conley he's not cutting it no more. You feel what I'm saying? He's not cutting it no more. Great veteran presence, but he ain't cutting it no more. So they had to get rid of him, you feel what I'm saying? But now they got 2 options. They just opened up cap space on their squad, on their team. They can do 2 things, bro. They can go get Giannis. That's what they really want. They are like in top contention to get Giannis, bro. They really trying to really make an aggressive push for Giannis. You feel what I'm saying? They one of the top teams that you keep hearing when they say who's trying to get Giannis. They one of the ones. You feel what I'm saying? Because they're trying to really get Anthony Edwards a real shot at winning this ring. You feel what I'm saying? So they try and get him another guy, or they can really just fill out their bench. If they fill out their bench in the offseason, you feel what I'm saying? Maybe make a few trades now, but maybe fill out your bench in the offseason. So you make this run now, you fill out your bench in the offseason and see what you can do. Because to me, their starters is cool, but when they come off the bench, if you looked at last night's box score, you feel what I'm saying? If you look at the game, but if you look at the box score, there's nobody that can just score, bro. I think though they finally at that level, at that stage, bro, where you like, damn, they could finally win a ring. Like, it's no doubt in my mind that Anthony Edwards can take them to win a ring. No doubt in my mind. It's not his fault. You feel what I'm saying? If y'all watch ESPN and if they saying that, because I don't watch too much ESPN these days, you feel me? I do watch Shams though. Shout out to my dog. But they be talking about, oh, is it Anthony Edwards? You're going to hear that. That's all I'm going to say. You're going to hear that. You're going to hear, oh, is it Anthony Edwards' fault? And just that and the third. It is not his fault. That man is an absolute bucket. The way he scored in the mid-range now, he said he going to really pull up his mid-range game. You feel what I'm saying? And really up the level of his mid-range game, bro. Boy, did he, bro. That that kid don't miss. You hear me? He don't miss, bro. And then when he get on a real heater, it's crazy. Like, he's a great shooter now, bro. Like, it's a great shooter. Can't nobody stop him. You feel what I'm saying? And when he go to the lane, you already know what happened. He make posters. You feel what I'm saying? He really a complete player at this point. He's a complete offensive player. He's solid on defense. You feel what I'm saying? It's no reason he not next to SGA. You feel what I'm saying? He just don't got the accolades of SGA. But there's no reason, it's no doubt in my mind that he's right up there with SGA. He's a straight bucket. You feel what I'm saying? He's a straight bucket. This team is just not the OKC team. You feel what I'm saying? He don't got a Chet. He got Rudy, but Rudy not the same offensive force as Chet. You feel what I'm saying? He do got Rudy, but he not the same offensive force as Chet. You got Julius Randle over there. You feel what I'm saying? But he definitely not no J-Dub. You feel what I'm saying? You got Jada McDaniels, but he also not a J-Dub. Like, I feel like they are good enough to win a chip if they had a bench. If you had a bench, if you had a few more guys that chip in, you feel what I'm saying? Like a J.R. Smith from the Cavaliers in 2016. People like that can, Mon Shumpert and people like that really fill out the bench. You feel what I'm saying? Really give you championship DNA. And a few vets, you feel me, that really give you that toughness. They can really go somewhere. Like, they could use a PJ Tucker or somebody like that over there. You feel me? An OG PJ Tucker. You feel me? Give you like somebody like a Rui Hachimura or somebody like that over there. This is just like if I was putting up a fantasy team with a bench. You feel me? That'd be cool. They could use somebody like PJ Tucker, him. You know, a few like Gucci Man would have been great for them over there. We're gonna talk about. I've been on this for too long. We're gonna talk about Gucci Man. All right, but yeah, the Wolves trying to make some moves. They right there to win in the ring, bro. Anthony Edwards is there. He's there already. Now we're just waiting for the Timberwolves to catch up. You feel what I'm saying? And this is great. This is great for them. I'm not gonna lie. This is great. You feel me? This is great. I think Julius Randle and all of them is cool. You feel what I'm saying? I think they're all good enough to win with him. They just need a solid bench, somebody to come off and give him a spark. You feel what I'm saying? Besides Nas Reed, because Nas Reed, he's damn near a starter. You feel me? He damn near a starter. They playing more like a starter. Celtics get Gucci Man, bro. Damn you, Celtics. Damn the Celtics. Hold on, let me get a. Been yapping 17 minutes straight. Damn these Celtics, bro. The Celtics got better again. They got Gucci Man, bro. Now, listen, if you've been watching the Celtics this year, it's this boy Kada. They got Kada. He young boy in there, John. You feel me? And Garza, Luka Garza. Those are bigs. You feel what I'm saying? They're cool. They good. I like Kada. Kada, that's his name, right? Yeah, I like Kada. You feel what I'm saying? I like Kada. I had him on my fantasy team. I drafted him. You feel what I'm saying? Because I seen him in preseason, and I was like, this kid gonna be nice, bro. He tall. You feel me? He look like Clint Capella. You feel what I'm saying? He run the rim. He feisty on the boards. You feel what I'm saying? He's solid people. You feel what I'm saying? But they trade Anthony Simons and they give Gucci Man. Gucci Man been cooking on the Bulls, and he been cooking the 76ers all year. You feel what I'm saying? When Embiid is out, straight lunch. You feel what I'm saying? He's definitely a big bucket, and he's definitely a vet too. You feel what I'm saying? That's something that's really going to help them in the playoffs. You feel what I'm saying? That's really going to help them in the playoffs. They didn't get rid of no bigs. You feel me? That's going to help them in the playoffs. They got rid of a shooter. They got tons of shooters. You feel me? They don't need any more shooters. They got tons of shooters. So I think this right here really got them better. You feel what I'm saying? Chicago gets another young player onto the squad that he's an actual bucket and he's a shooter. That's really going to help them, especially now that they got playmakers and people who can pass the rock. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, adding them is going to give them another scoring threat and to get them a little more depth. You feel what I'm saying? Even maybe in the future, another traded piece. You feel what I'm saying? So I really think this is a good joint. You feel what I'm saying? I really do. I think this is a good joint. I think Boston did great roster construction with this right here. And damn you, Boston. Like I said, I hate Boston. But look, they cooking. They cooking with that, bro. And then the last one, right? It didn't happen. It didn't happen yet. But this is the rumors. James Harden won a trade, bro. James Harden won a trade once again. This is fourth time asking for a trade in his career. You feel what I'm saying? But he ain't happy. He's not happy. So from what I heard, what I read, the research that I did before I hopped on the pod with y'all, is that the money situation with James Harden won 80 mil for 2 years. The Clippers not having it. You feel what I'm saying? They can't afford that because I'm pretty sure they still paying Kawhi for the no deal. You feel what I'm saying? They pay perfect and Kawhi. You feel me? Off the books. You feel me? Can't afford that. Then on top of that, we probably done with the Kawhi situation. The Kawhi James Harden page, we closing the book. Now I feel James Harden. You feel what I'm saying? I feel James Harden. You better pay me. Yeah, best player, your star guy. Do you feel me? The one with all the controversy and everything. He out, you feel me? He the one with all the controversy and everything. Don't play. But I'm in here keeping us afloat. 2 years, 80 million. Come on. He deserve it. He definitely deserve it. You feel what I'm saying? But the whole thing is that he probably not going to get it. And since he probably not going to get it, he was like, all right, since y'all not going to give it to me, I might as well ask for the trade. So he asked for a trade. Now here's the situation, bro. He asked for a trade. Whispers got over to Cleveland. Cleveland, like, we got somebody we can try probably trade to get a James Harden. They talking about trading Darius Garland, bro. Darius Garland for James Harden. Plus, the Cavs are in like that second apron area. You feel what I'm saying? So they can only take back as much as they give out. You feel what I'm saying? So if the player making $1 million, then the player to take it back got to make $1 million. It can't be more than $1 million. You feel what I'm saying? I don't even think it can be less than $1 million. Like, you, once you're in the second apron, you locked in. You can't do nothing. So James Harden, everybody's saying, Windhorst saying that it's most likely that James Harden probably go to Cleveland for Darius Garland over there in LA. You feel what I'm saying? Now, what this means for Cleveland on the court, bro, this gives them a legit big guard. You feel what I'm saying? That was the whole thing. Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, they kind of small in the backcourt. You feel what I'm saying? Can they defend? Darius Garland can't defend because he's small and he had toe issues, injuries in and out, missing a lot of time. Donovan Mitchell in there playing by himself. So what can we do? They hear James Harden on the chopping block. Let's get him. You feel what I'm saying? James Harden still a bucket, still give you about 25 points a game. You feel me? We don't know how he's going to play in the playoffs, but he's still going to give you about 25 points a game. They probably got some bread to give him, you mean, to re-sign him. Now that they shook it up a little bit, this should be all right, bro. Now, do it give him a shot to win a ring? I mean, I don't know if they could beat the Pistons, but it give him a better shot than they got right now. I'll tell you that. You feel what I'm saying? Because it wasn't looking too good for him, especially now that he's in the bottom standings. Like I said, I thought they was going to be number one in the standings with the wide open East, but they haven't. And at this point, bro, if you are Cleveland, bro, you had this core together 3-4 years. You feel what I'm saying? You even had this crew together a little bit before you even got Donovan Mitchell. So it's like, if we ain't make it to a conference finals yet, then what's going on? You feel what I'm saying? Can we afford to keep all this? Is this worth getting to the luxury tax? That's how they thinking, bro. When it comes to trade deadline, people just numbers on the page at this point. You feel what I'm saying? So they looking like Darius Garland. You cool, but we got Donovan Mitchell, and this is who we try to keep. So to appease my man Donovan Mitchell, we go get you James Harden. You feel what I'm saying? Let you know that we still making moves, bro. We not going to LeBron you. You feel me? We not like the LeBron Cavaliers. We gonna get you some moves. You feel what I'm saying? We gonna get you James Harden. Even though this is the same as when they got Shaq. Remember when they got Shaq for Brown? They go, don't leave, bro. We got Shaq. We get you Shaq. Give me Shaq. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Give me James Harden. Come on, bro. All right, but you gonna give me James Harden. You feel what I'm saying? Like I say, still get you 25. We don't know if that gets you to the playoffs. You feel me? We don't know if they get you through the playoffs. He got shiesty playoff record, but it's definitely going to give you some more defense because he's a better defender than Darius Garland because Darius Garland is short and he got toe issues. So you feel what I'm saying? That's not a good combination on that perimeter. I'll tell you that. You just dancing. Oh, my foot hurt. You feel what I'm saying? Done. Bunions on. You feel what I'm saying? Cooked. So getting James Harden out there, he's not the best defender. Obviously, we all know James Harden is the best defender, but he is a better defender than Darius Garland, and he's a taller, bigger defender than Darius Garland. So that's James Harden. You feel what I'm saying? James Harden in Cleveland. I think that's kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. He don't strike me as a Cleveland man. You feel me? He strikes me as somebody who want to be somewhere warm, first and foremost. You feel me? That's why like LA looked cool for him. You feel me? Houston looked cool for him. But we don't know. We don't know if that's gonna be solid. You feel what I'm saying? I would also like to see a James Harden return to Houston. Plus, James Harden back with Kevin Durant once again. That'd be cool. Kevin Durant don't care. Kevin Durant just does his job. He's that employee who just does his job until he don't want to be there no more. You feel what I'm saying? You don't know he ready to leave till he ready to leave. But the whole time, he was cool. He's professional. He did his job. That's what he wants y'all to say. I was professional and I did my job. You feel what I'm saying? He don't want nothing else to come out. You feel what I'm saying? I respect that. He's an ethical hooper. You feel what I'm saying? So he don't care. He will play with James Harden. He don't care. He gives him another shot, give him another score. Who are they going to give up? I don't know. They might have to give up some pieces, but we was already talking about them trading some pieces up to maybe even land Giannis. So we'll see, bro. James Harden could make a return to Houston, and I think that'd be crazy. James back to Houston would be crazy, bro. But that's pretty much it, bro. It's a lot of trades going on. The trade deadline is not over. We got all the way up to Thursday. You feel what I'm saying? For the trade. So we will be back here on Thursday live again. I usually go live around this time, around 6:00, but we may go a little earlier because the trade deadline ends at 3. So if I got time to go early, we might go live early around the trade deadline, see some crazy stuff going on because there's still some players available. You feel me? Wednesday, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's Wednesday. Wednesday, we're gonna talk about women's hoop, bro. We bringing Women's Wednesday back, bro. Hoop Hers podcast is coming back tomorrow, bro. We're gonna talk about women's hoop. We're gonna talk about the Unrivaled League, bro, because they hooping over there. Shout out to the Rose. Shout out to the Kalia Cooper. Shout out to Philadelphia for breaking the record for the most attendance at an Unrivaled game. That's us. You feel me saying? Philadelphia is a women's sports town, bro. Don't want to tell you nothing different, bro. We love our sports here, and we love our women here. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out to Philly. You feel me? Shout out to Unrivaled. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow. You feel me? Other than that, bro, enjoy the rest of y'all night, bro. Watch out for the trade deadline. It's going crazy. Shams can't sleep right now. I promise you, bro. Shams is probably staying up. He got his coffee up, bro. Woj is probably just sitting back smiling. I know Woj just sits back smiling. I'm off. You feel what I'm saying? I'm off. So that's it. Enjoy the rest of your night, bro. Watch basketball. Thanks for kicking it. Peace.